How's it going? Welcome back to the Marvel Snap deck highlight here on YouTube. Today we return to our starter series, which is decks that are all cards from Pool 1 and Pool 2, which means that they are cards that you are guaranteed to have in your account by level 450 at the earliest, which is the first couple weeks of play, even if you are free to play. This deck is built around the card Strong Guy here. Very powerful effect, 4 mana, 4 power play at the baseline, but has the ongoing effect if your hand is empty, this gets +6 power. So the kind of structure of this deck is we're basically always going to have our hand empty, barring anything crazy happening at the end of the game. So this is 10 power for just 4 resources. The other kind of big payoff our deck has is Iron Man here, 5 mana, 0 power card at surface level, but ongoing doubles your power at its location. This is frequently going to be adding double digits worth of power to your board as well. The rest of the core of the deck here is a number of 1 mana plays so we can get our hand empty consistently, along with Ka-Zar here, who is 4 mana, 4 power at the base level, but gives you ongoing all your 1-cost cards have +1 power. So Ka-Zar is again another card that's frequently adding 8 or even 9 power to the board when we play it out for just 4 resources. Another card to call out in the deck is our copies of Blade as well as Lady Sif. These are cards that help us ensure that we meet Strong Guy's condition at the end of the game, because not only do they play to the board for cheap, but they discard cards from our hands. You frequently see these get played out on turns 5 and 6 to ensure that Strong Guy is going to have that 10 points of power. At any rate, I think this deck's very reasonable and competitive, and I think the game highlights here do an excellent job of showing that. Remember, if you enjoy videos like this, to tap that like button, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I do deck highlights, other Marvel Snap news updates here several times per week, and you wouldn't want to miss anything. Thanks for watching as always, folks, and enjoy. Well, we're almost never playing Blade on 1. We only want to use the discard effect from this to make sure we can get our hand empty on the final turn for Strong Guy. So he's going to be like end game curve filler. Open to pick up 1 or 2 mana plays here to go with Ant-Man, Okoye, probably the best draw in our deck, especially with Garmentage flipping up. Angela. I think I'm going to go ahead and play Angela into the unknown location here. Ideally, we want to be able to play 3 things after we play Angela in her same path, and we don't want to be deploying a bunch of different things to the danger room if we can avoid it. Some locations that flip up that punish us here, but more often than not, I think this is fine. We'll lead on Ka-Zar into Iceman here in the center. Go ahead and get that on reveal effect twice. And I think I might snap them here. Feel like we're a little bit ahead. I want to get them committed for an extra cube before they know Iceman's hitting a couple other cards if I can avoid it. I've only played 1 thing here, so they could potentially concede, but their hand's also cheaper, so whatever they're holding on to, they're going to get to speed out here. Okay. Deathlock with Hood, so some type of destroy deck, and that's some good RNG for us. So we'll go ahead and we'll put Okoye here, and then honestly, I think I might sit on the Strong Guy for now, because we have the Elysium here making everything cheaper. We kind of wait and see how they play out before we decide what we want to do with this. This might even be a card worth gambling into the danger room just because it's a 10 power card we can slide in there. Them having an empty board obviously looks really good for us here, but the fact that Elysium is in play means that more things can hit the board quickly than we're used to. Especially if they're like a death deck. They've had a couple of things die now. Wave. I suppose if they have like wave into Odin here, that could potentially be bad for us. I'm gonna go ahead and try and Strong Guy into the danger room here. Try and make them commit more to here. Although it could be right to wait on this until after we see if they have Odin or not. No, Odin's good for us. We won the 25% flip. They do have... Oh, interesting. So they had the Odin, but they wanted to... They had the Odin, but they didn't want to... They didn't want to wave this turn because of Elysium. So if I Iron Man here, This would be a total of 9, and this goes up by 3 12, so it'd be 24 here. And then Lady Sif plus Blade over here gets us plus 9 plus 13, so we'd be 20, and then 24, and then 10. So I think that seems good for us. Okay. The danger room is working double time for us for sure. I think we're good regardless here though, right? Yeah, even if the danger room, I guess the danger room would have left them at 12 here. Did we need the danger room? We did need the danger room because we were exactly tied. So we'd have lost the tiebreaker by 1 if danger room had not quite worked out that way. Close game. Okay, well, double Korg sounds pretty good on one. I think I'm gonna snap here. We've got double Korg, we've got like double Ant-Man, we've got double Ka-Zar. Double the fun here. Our deck's usually not lacking for board space, so we should be able to leverage Sinister London pretty well. That's fun. Definitely don't want to blade this turn. So I guess we're just playing Nightcrawler. Do I want 2 Nightcrawlers? I don't think so. I think I want the... Well, I guess if I double Nightcrawler, I leave myself the flexibility to play more stuff here. All right, I've talked myself with the double Nightcrawler. It helps me fill out my second Ant-Man location. That's, kind of funny. That's probably bad for us ultimately, since it's only 5 power here.
Assemble. Assemble.
Well, I mean, I think with the Iron Man draw, we actually just Ka-Zar middle. And then we'll end up Iron Manning here. Remember, this can't move here. The Space Throne can't be cheated into. I'm gonna just end the turn here and see what they do. White Tiger could have ended very poorly for them there. They definitely could have put a 7 into here, and then I'd have been winning the Space Throne. So they snapped. I'm gonna go ahead and Iron Man here and see how things work out for us.
I am Iron Man.
We beat that, right? Because Iron Man loses left, but he wins center, and then we win the Space Throne?
Iron Man. I am Iron Man.
Yeah, sweet. Good game. Really weird one with Sinister London into the Space Throne that was just like not even being able to fit our stuff into play, but Iron Man's a heck of a card. I'm relatively happy to play on one. Although I guess it's worth noting I kind of want both Ant-Man and Angela into locations that I can end up with 4 cards at. Maybe I just hold on to it because I want to play Nightcrawler after Angela too. Because if we play Nightcrawler into the location where Angela is at, we'll get to move him out of there. Turn 4, we're gonna shuffle our hand to our deck and draw 3 cards. Okay, I think with that in mind, we actually just like triple 1-drop into here. And then hopefully Iron Man ends up back in our deck. But even if it doesn't, we have a chance to win without it. I'm gonna snap here. I think this is good for us. Angela's gonna get real big. It can even get bigger. Great, we hit the side of the 50-50 we wanted there, getting to keep an Iron Man in our deck for later. Nakia, staying in at Nakia when Alatan's about to happen is a bold strategy. We'll go ahead and we'll strong guy into Atlantis. Although, actually, am I going to be able to get my hand empty this game? I've already played Blade and we lost our Lady Sif, right? I guess they don't know that. Huh? I think I want to fight over Wong's path. I think I don't. Usually the crazy things happen in the other paths outside of Wong. Okay, so we need to win these two. So we're gonna get torched here in Atlantis. Is there magic in my future? Just Jubilee. Okay. I guess there could technically still be magic in our future. I think that ends up with a win for us, right? A little scary at the end, but Ant-Man and Angela pop off here, and then Ka-Zar also powers them up, so we win center. Alright, solid. So, even if we could have set up Strong Guy there, it wouldn't have mattered because of the way things worked out. And we were actually insulated from another Tiger here too, even. Although I guess we would have lost the tiebreaker for Tiger. Well, if this Tiger wasn't here, I think we won the tiebreaker? I don't know, it's close. Either way, the way the flips rolled out, we won that one. And we take those. Right. Cards can't be played here. That's a little unfortunate. We lead Iceman in the center. Hitting a key card with this can disrupt our curve in a meaningful way, which is nice. That is not something we're going to be doing. I think we just Ant-Man here. Lady Sif is a card that we'll play towards the end of the game. Adam Warlock into Atlantis is adorable, especially considering I played out a second card here. Alright, well, I guess we'll Angela into DC and see how this goes. We're going to have to keep drawing cards with Warlock. I wonder what they're up to. Adam Warlock's usually not going to be included in anything too terribly honest, but they also just, like, haven't played anything so far. Combo deck, it looks like. Just go ahead and feel like we're gonna want extra power into whatever they intend to do here in DC.
I am Iron Man.
Okay, well, they have 14 in Atlantis. We could see like an Odin here. We can go. It's a shame Nightcrawler showed up when he did and didn't happen earlier to let us cheat over into here. We'll at least get to get our hand empty, but at least we don't have Strong Guy. Oh, watch this be a copy of Magic. Then I should have played Nightcrawler here.
I am Iron Man.
And we beat that, right? So they're up 13 here, and we're up 26 here.
Victory.
So again, when a location is tied, tiebreaker goes to total power, and we're up a little bit more than there. So we take the W here. Great, we are in limbo this game. Honestly, I think with the fact that we're starting in limbo means I'm gonna chill on Korg to start, because I might want to play this into Angela's path. Angela's pretty safe play into Limbo. I want to make sure wherever we play her out, she can have lots of cards to play afterwards. And I think we might just go full Disruptive 3-drop here. Yeah, I'm going to go Korg, Iceman, Nightcrawler here. Crank Angela up to a 7 and leave ourselves the flexibility to bail Nightcrawler out of there and put something else in. Yeah, 3 is pretty good. Strong Guy is a wonderful pickup here. Happy to play him on out into the sewer system. So it'll be one individually powerful card here. Your Raccoon's a swing and a miss there. Part of me wants to play Captain America into Limbo, but I also don't really want to tip my hand of how much power I can lock in there. So I think we're gonna Okoye plus Captain America mid here and leave ourselves the flexibility to play an Iron Man here down the line. So we're gonna get 2 more draws at Iron Man in our 4-card deck. And there's an Iron Man of their own, so we're gonna need something of that power level if we want to compete there. Ant-Man. We just play into Titan, and then if we pick up an Iron Man next turn, we'll slide Nightcrawler over and Iron Man here. Let's played out a bunch of cards there. The question is, are we still competing in Titan with only 17 power? Okay, we didn't lose Nightcrawler, step 1. Okay, worth noting here, my opponent could have ended the game, but instead chose not to.
Victory.
And then they retreated. Yeah, if my opponent would have ended the game there, we would have lost the tiebreaker, right? Because they would have been up here and we'd have been... No, I suppose we're winning here and here, right? Yeah, ignore me. And then they bailed out. We hit the Iron Man here, just absolutely huge. Solid game. Iceman on 1 into Okoye on 2 is basically our ideal start. Put that off to the left here. Monster also works pretty well with Iron Man, which is nice. Be happy to get a Okoye building up here in Murray Isle. Same thing with Captain America next turn, most likely. Unless we draw like a 2 we want to play with Korg. One of our goals when we're sequencing with this deck early is we mostly just want to focus on spending our resources as efficiently as possible every turn, because spending our resources as efficiently as possible is the way we get to emptying our hand consistently for Strong Guy. We have a couple of cards that discard like Blade and Lady Sif to help us out in some spots, but for the most part we just want efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. Strong Guy mid probably locks that up for us. We'll go Iron Man left. I likely want to Iron Man on the 5th turn, so that way we can play a Ka-Zar on the 6th turn if we draw it on the last possible. You have a Carnage or someone here to eat Bucky and friends? Deathlock, sure. So we're technically at a virtual +6 here. Okay, there's Ka-Zar, which makes the dynamic a little bit different. So with Ka-Zar here, we could play Iron Man on the last turn. Although I guess it's noteworthy, if our last card isn't Blade, we wouldn't be able to get our hand empty this way. Might actually not be able to trigger Strong Guy here. Is possible for our draw to end up a little bit awkward and have that happen. So we're hoping for Blade, which is 1 in 4 now at this point. We might win without the Strong Guy bonus too. We'll see. Oh, and that's a wave. Okay. So they destroyed a couple of things here. So they're going to get to... So realistically, they're going to get to... They get to wave, or they get to... They get to play Death, and they get to play Chavez this turn. But if I do this, I'm realistically winning all 3 locations. So that's fine for us, right? We come out ahead. Pretty sure we win this, because Iron Man doubles this up to 34. And we actually win left here with Iron Man, even if they play here. I guess it comes down to if they play center and right, do we lose then? Yeah, because they get 2 plays, not 1. So it depends on where they want to play into. Maybe I'm not supposed to move Nightcrawler. If I leave Nightcrawler here, I'm up. Yeah, moving Nightcrawler was incorrect here. I'm supposed to stay center, because then even if they death here, they only go to 27, and then I go up +4 here. So moving the Nightcrawler could cost us here. If they play center and right, they win. But if I would have left Nightcrawler here, we would have won regardless, because of Ka-Zar pumping the ninja is a neat facet. This being -1 versus -2 is relevant here. Great. And they played left and right, so we should be good to go here. Yeah, I messed this up a little bit. If they would have played into the center, we would have lost because we moved Nightcrawler. But if I leave Nightcrawler here, we're deterministic because of the Ka-Zar and on the ninja. I didn't need to move this over. Worth noting. Hey, thanks for one of the awesome folks that made it all the way to the end of the video. Remember, if you want to see more stuff like this here, smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I'm absolutely loving all things Marvel Snap, and I'd love to do more of this, and your support makes that possible. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back again real soon for more Snap content here on YouTube.